Hey scholars, we're going to keep exploring equations, and today we're going to look at some models which show hangers comparing two different sides of a hanger to help us write equations and solve them using a picture diagram. So let's explore that idea by looking at these four diagrams here in front of your notes, and we're going to think to ourselves, what is happening in these diagrams? So we're going to ignore the questions on the bottom first and just think about what is this showing. So what it's showing is the following. All the diagrams have two sides, and each side is equal to the other because there's balance. You can see that they're both balanced in how they are showing. There's a horizontal line. So to write an equation, we have to ask ourselves, what is each side showing to help us write an equation? For example, for letter A, on this side, I see 3 x's. And so I can write that as 3 groups of x or 3 times x. And on the right side, I see there are 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 groups of 1 equals 6. Therefore, this equation here, because it's balanced, represents 3 times x equals 6. Let's look at B together. So B shows on the left 1y and then 3 groups of 1. So I have a y that's different from the 1's, so they're separate things. So I have 1y and then 3 groups of 1, which gives me a value of 3. That's the left side. On the right side, I see 6 groups of 1, which equals a value of 6. So to write an equation for this one, I see that the left side, y plus 3, equals 6. I'm going to box these so we can see our clear equations for each hanger model. So using that logic we did for A and B, think about to yourself what C and D would be, pause here, and then write what you think, and then continue when you have an answer for C and D. So those are the two equations for C and D. C represents 6 equivalent or equal to 3 groups of Z, or 3 times Z, and then D represents 6 equal to W plus 1. So let's now use that thinking to help us look at the two questions below. It says match each hanger to an equation and complete it by writing x, y, z, or w in the empty box. So we're going to think about what matches what. So something plus 3 equals 6. That looks like it's the second one, b. So therefore this one would be y. 3 times some number equals 6. That looks like it matches letter A. So that one should be x. 6 equals some value plus 1, which looks like the hanger for D, which would put W here. And then the last one says 6 equals 3 times some number, which looks like letter C, which would mean Z goes here. So looking at our equations, it's now asking us to find a solution to each equation. So I'm going to write them all again. And you're going to review from yesterday's lesson what should be the solution to each one. It's asking you what would go in each of these blanks to solve each equation. So using your knowledge, pause here and think about what goes in each blank and write a solution statement that says the variable equals some number that fits in each of those blanks. Continue the video when you have an idea of the solution for each equation. Here are the solutions to the 4 equations: y equals 3, x equals 2, w equals 5, z equals 2. Let's now go to the back side of our notes where we're going to do the same thing, and as practice. We're going to look at some more hangers and each piece labeled with its weight, and we're going to write an equation for each diagram and then find the weight of each piece with a letter. So this is a review from what you just did on the front of your notes, but now instead of seeing pieces for each one, you're seeing bars that represent the whole number. So therefore, it's a little easier to write the equation because the whole bar represents a certain number. So right now, practicing on your own, write an equation only for all 4 hangers. You do not have to solve yet. Just write down the equations, pause here, and then when you write all 4 equations, you may continue the lesson and solve afterwards. Here are your 4 equations. X plus 3 equals 8, 12 equals 2 times y, 11 equals 4 times z, and then 13 and 4/5 equals w and 3 plus 3 and 4/5. So now that we have our equations, we can now think about how we want to solve this. And to help you all, I'm going to show you another strategy where we can use the opposite operation that we see to help us solve for that variable. I'm going to model that thinking for all 4 of them, and then you're going to find the solution for each equation on your own. Here's what I mean by using the opposite, or in other words, inverse operation to solve. For example, this says x plus 3 equals 8. So it's saying that x plus some number gives me 8. If I want to find that number, I can take away 3 from 8 to find what's left. So I could rewrite this and say x also can be found by saying the total that I have, taking away that 3 that's being added to x. So I can find x by just solving 8 minus 3. Let's follow that same thinking again for letter B. B says that 12 equals 2 times y, or 2 groups of y. So to find y, if 2 groups of y equal 12, I can find what y is by dividing by 2 to find what 1y equals to. So therefore, I could find y by doing 12 divided by 2. So I can find this to find my value of y. Same idea for C. C says 11 equals 4 times z, or 4 groups of z. If I want to find out what one group equals to, I can do the inverse operation of multiplying, which is, again, division. So I can say if I want to find one group of z when I have 4, I can take my total, my product, divide by 4 groups to get what one group of z equals to. So that's my solution here I need to work out. And then my last example, 13 and 4/5 equals some value w plus 3 and 4/5. So if I want to find w by itself, I should take the total, let me give some more room here. I should take the total 13 and 4/5 and subtract what's being added to w, which is 3 and 4/5. So you now have 4 problems to solve for to find out what the variables are. So can you now work on your own to find the values of each variable by doing the math problem that you see? Some of them require some long division. This is long division here. And then some of them require some fraction work. So you can do that now, and then we're going to go over the answers together in one moment. Pause here so you can have some work time. Here are the solutions for all of the equations. X equals 5, y equals 6, z equals 2 7/75 when you divide using long division, and then w equals 10. And you can see that I did a strategy where I subtracted the whole numbers, 13 minus 3 to get 10. I subtracted the fraction parts, 4/5 minus 4/5 equals 0. And therefore, I can see that if I have 10 and 0, that's going to give me a value of 10. Pause here if you need to ask any questions, and when you're done, you can take your X ticket for today's lesson.